Cayla, we'll start with you. Obviously, you broke the 5,000 point milestone. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, it's always nice to this time in my career to win a few individual awards, but it's not what I play the game for. But it's definitely a nice little reward for myself with all the hard work and sacrifices I put in along the many years that I've been playing in this league. So I think it's my 17th season. Is it 18th, 17th? Who's counting? So yeah, it is. It's a cool thing. It's really cool.
How do you see the game? You obviously came out quite aggressive as well, but the team sort of just went on with it.
Yeah, I really just wanted to get it out the way. I was pretty anxious about it. I didn't want to drag it over like multiple games. I was like, I'll just get it done. And in turn, it helped me really focus and prepare for, how Guy wanted us to really attack on today. So, yeah, and I guess being, the leader, I guess I just led by example and everyone followed, which, helped us get the dub.
Guy, can you talk about the impact that Cayla has on this group?
Oh, well, I think just for today alone, she was amazing. We definitely talked a little bit before the game about the impact I felt she could have on this game, which she followed through and led by example, which that's the best leadership, is always by example. And then she led in the effort areas. I thought that her defence was very good. Her rebounding was obviously high level as well. So, to come up with a really big double-double, and that's just a really gritty and important win for our team.
There's plenty of stats there, but one that's sort of like it's flipped from what happened in the past for a few weeks. Points off turnovers, 32-30. Usually we're on the opposite side of that. What do you put that down to?
I don't. Turnovers are a bit of a bugbear at the moment.
That's why he's so grey, guys.
Look, I can't sort of explain it, but I think that the difference is that we worked really hard at getting our spacing right or better. I thought we did a pretty good job against Geelong with that. We worked hard at it again, so I thought our wings got out quite early and well, and we changed the ball, transferred it side to side for the most part quite well, so that was helpful. And then a key to playing Perth, because they're such a dynamic transition team, is that you've got to hustle back from mistakes. And for the most part, after probably the first quarter, I thought we did that really well.
And obviously Cayla played really well, Shanice, but you mentioned two wings, Carla and Emma, had big impacts on the game as well.
Oh, well, Carla, for a young girl, she was amazing because she had a late positional switch because Michaela Roof was just struggling with a knee complaint. And not only did she have to come in and make an impact in the game, she had to come in a bit of a foreign position as a 4 rather than a 2 or a 3. And so I think that potentially after Cayla, she may have been the most impactful player in the game.
Cayla, congratulations on the breaking the record with 5,000 points.
Thank you.
The way you came out tonight was you came out with focus, you came out with a mission, but as the game went on, it started to seem to me that there was a lot of frustration starting to creep in across both teams. What was going on the floor to start seeing that frustration, the physicality?
Yeah, the physicality certainly picked up. I guess on both sides, we all thought that there was missed calls and a bit of fatigue, particularly on their end. They've travelled over last night, had a game the night before. We've had a big week on the training track, so I guess when you do get in those fatigue moments, and you have to figure it out and find a way to move on to the next action really quickly. And like you said, both teams had frustrating moments. Foul's not called or whatever it may be, but that's just part of basketball. I feel like sometimes a bit of emotion can be good when it's not taken too far the wrong way, and you can fire you up. And I mean, I was pretty hyped, and I think I need Nurif, and I was cheering for some of Shanice's trizzies there, so screamed a little bit, run down the court like a crazy person. But it feels good to play fun basketball. So and Guy's articulated how he wants us to play throughout the preseason, throughout this season so far, and we're finally starting to really just turn a corner and really see the fruits of our labour.
Guy, big turnaround from the last game in Perth against Perth. How did you change your approach to the game, given what had happened a couple of weeks ago?
Well, they did similar because they really upped their physicality in the third quarter, and we didn't really go with them on it. And tonight, I just thought we responded and remained in the contest. So, look, they present a lot of difficulties because they play a lot of small ball with some skilled shooters and spread you out. So, oftentimes they're crashing and running in for rebounds from the three-point line, and it's a little bit harder to box people out and do those sorts of things. So there were challenges we had to take care of, but I felt that we responded, whereas when we played them a couple of weeks ago, we didn't really respond in the second half.
And finally, Letitia Amahir going out with fouls, how much of a difference do you think that made to their game?
Oh, well, I'm sure it impacted. She's a good driver, and I felt we defended her very well around the basket. She got a few step-throughs in that first half, and so we were sort of wanting to take that away from her, and I think that put her into some frustrating positions after a while, that the finishes weren't as easy a look as what they were early in the game. So, yeah, you know, I think it was a credit to our defensive adjustment as well.
Cayla, you've spoken quite a bit about the 5,000, so congrats on that. But after you came out of the first quarter with 11 points, were you just feeling like tonight was your night?
I felt really good for the group, and I really wanted us to get this win. And I think in this team, I drive a lot of that energy, and I take that responsibility, and I don't take it lightly. I use that motivation of, let's get this out of the way for me individually, as well as helping the team. Because it's always team first, and it just happened to be that, I could have got this record tonight. So that kind of helped channel a bit of my energy to help the group kind of pick up and lead by example at the start of the game.
So the stats on what you think about, in this point of time, do you think you'll kind of reflect on them later, but right now, is it just about helping the team?
Well, actually, when the first quarter was over, I was like, oh, thank gosh, I'm only another 3 away. I really just wanted to get it over with. I didn't want it to be about me. I wanted it to be about the win, and I definitely didn't want to get it and then not win the game. So I was even more motivated after it was done. I think I was like, I think I did take a deep breath. I felt my shoulders just kind of relax a bit and just get on with it. You might not have been able to tell on the court, but I was really stoked to just get it done. I think maybe after it was a 3 that I hit, I think that's what it was from Sheree that got me over the line. I think I just had a big smile on my face because I was just, all right, now we can just win this game and get it over with, Yeah. So that's kind of where my head was at.
Yeah, that's definitely fair enough. And Guy, you've talked a bit about Carla Pittman as well, but tonight it felt like she just brought a lot of energy driving to the basket as well. But what do you think it is about her style of play that just makes her so effective, especially against girls that have been to the Olympics, a lot of experience?
She plays hard, and she's just got a really good instinct for a young player about how to get open. And so she drove the ball really well at times, and she cut really well and got herself in spots. So the energy lift, because Izza also came in and did a great job defensively. And so, it wasn't a game for our imports so much. But those young players just, they were invaluable. They did a great job with their energy and execution.
Yeah, I did want to also ask quickly about Talia Tapeo, who's playing in New Zealand right now, but have you been keeping an eye on the league, when you get her possibly?
Yeah, certainly have been. So she will, I think she has a game tomorrow, which is the last regular season game, and then they've got 2 weeks of finals, and her team's ranked number 1 at the moment. So I would think that they're probably going to get to the championship game, which will be on the 22nd of December. So we're anticipating we suit her up for the game on December 30.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.